South Korea's consumer prices saw the biggest jump in over 2 decades this year, with figures unseen since the nation grappled with the Asian financial crisis back in 1998. Among the biggest factors driving increases is the war in Ukraine. Shin Se-byuck helps us look beyond the digits.
South Korea's consumer prices grew at the fastest pace in more than 2 decades in 2022. This came due to soaring raw material and energy prices following the outbreak of war in Ukraine. According to data from Statistics Korea on Friday, consumer prices rose 5.1% on year in 2022, accelerating from a 2.5% jump the previous year. It is also the steepest on-year rise after the 7.5% spike in 1998 in the wake of the Asian financial crisis. The reading is in line with the Finance Ministry's expectations. The 2022 jump was mostly led by war-induced price increases in petroleum products, electricity, and gas. The war that broke out earlier this year has resulted in disruptions to global energy supplies. By item, industrial goods increased by almost 7%. Of those, petroleum products soared over 22% on year. Prices of electricity, gas, and water jumped 12.6%, the highest for over a decade. Core inflation, which excludes volatile food and oil prices, rose 4.1% on year. Meanwhile, in December, consumer prices were up 5% compared to a year ago. This marks the 8th consecutive month for increases to hit 5% or above. Though down from a peak of 6.3% in July, the figure still hovers way above the central bank's target of 2%. As for the inflation outlook for 2023, the Bank of Korea expects it to remain above 5% in the coming month, but gradually ease to average 3.6% for the whole year. The Finance Ministry announced its estimate last week, saying inflation would average at 3.5% next year. Shin Se-byuck, Arirang News.